Listen, I think we're going to see this year prices range because I think the macro environment is going to be difficult, but you're going to continue to see adoption. And so, like I told my company, this is build, build, build. Like I don't think this is going to be a year where prices explode north, but the industry needs far better user interface, user experience. And so like UX, UI, like, you know, tell your mother to go on MetaMask and try to buy an NFT on a chain that's not Ethereum, and it's not happening, right? And so as an industry, and we're investing in lots of companies and trying to build ourselves, we need to really get to a level where the common user feels it's simple, and we're a long way from that. And so that's exciting, because when that happens, you're really gonna see adoption take off.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, you know, I come back with that video just to make you think. And guys, what did Mike Novogratz say? Build, build, build. And we know it's Schmeat's a year, and that's what it's all about. Biden, build back better. And Mike Novogratz stated that when crypto becomes seamless, that's when we hit adoption, and we know it. They do not like the masses to be critical thinkers. And we have Kevin O'Leary speaking about regulation and stable coins. And the reason why stable coins are so important because they're nothing but digital dollars. And in DeFi, which is the new banking, what do we have? Stable coins. Do you really think that's by chance? This is all set up for the fourth industrial revolution. And then also with regulation, we know ISO is right around the corner. And cryptos are global, and that means that we're going to have global regulation. And we have Kathy Wood say Bitcoin is going to hit $1 million in a decade. The reason why she's saying that, because she knows the robots, algorithms, and drones are going to take over the economy, and the sheep is going inside the metaverse. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
I'd like to, and I've read both bills, so I'm just giving you a Cole's notes on what the Toomey bill and the Haggerty bill say about stablecoins. Not just USDC, all stablecoins. It's very simple. The Haggerty bill is 2 pages. Every senator can read 2 pages. And so the point is, they're asking for an audit every 30 days. What's wrong with that? Nothing. In fact, that would make you feel more confident about the asset. And secondly, they would like to have no underlying asset have a duration of longer than 12 months. No problem with that, right, Jeremy? That's not a big problem. This asset to be a part of the real investment world is to get it regulated. Any of these assets, pick one. I personally would like to see stablecoins regulated first because it's easier to do that. But whatever happens, we need regulation, because then here's why this works. So you want to have a 1% weighting in a $100 billion fund. A fund like that would have no more than 20% in any one of the 11 sectors of the S&P and no more than 5% weighting in any one stock or bond. That is a classic diversification strategy for long sovereign wealth, where trillions and trillions of dollars live every day. And so they would like to have 1 to 3% in Bitcoin. It's the one they want to start with. It's the granddaddy crypto. It's the one that's the biggest opportunity, and the one that, frankly, the managers understand, because it's been in front of everybody since the beginning of cryptocurrencies. If we get that regulated, they'll start putting on 50 to 100 basis point weightings. And then what you'll see happen, besides increased demand, you'll see less volatility, because when you have a 1% allocation, it sells down, you buy back to 1% by market close. And of course, crypto is 24/7. So they'll buy it back up to 1%. If it exceeds, if it jumps and doubles in price, they'll sell it back down. But they are the market. They are the bid forever. And everybody else benefits from the fact that the stability and the volatility is reduced dramatically, and the price will be significantly higher over time if, Mooch is right, and this is a property, they'll allocate it like they do real estate. And they could, in the context of crypto, go up to 20%. And I personally believe that crypto in the next decade will become the 12th sector of the S&P, because it is so strong a potential for reduction in fees, transparency, auditability, and just better financial services globally, that it'll make its way there. But it can't happen until somebody starts to regulate it. Now, good news, we've got the Loomis bill, we have the Haggerty bill, we've got the Toomey bill, we've got bipartisan effort. I think all three of us have been to the Hill multiple times to talk to these senators, to talk about, give us the code, regulate it, and then, when that happens, Katie, bar the doors. Watch what happens. I think it's that simple.
Walk us through some of the data and factors you're looking at, and how do you get from 38,000 to $1 million bucks in a decade, less than a decade?
Yeah, less than a decade. You will find the building blocks of this in our Big Ideas 2022 presentation. It's on our site, arc-invest.com. But the largest the largest component of that is we do believe that Bitcoin will usurp 50% of gold's role. This is digital gold. So that's roughly a $5 trillion opportunity right there. So the smallest one is remittances. We think that it will take most of the remittance market. The remittance market is a $600 billion market. We have insurance policies, high net worth individuals watching, confiscation of wealth.
Right.
And with all the turmoil in emerging markets and elsewhere, the Middle East, who knew that MBS was going to take his cousin's wealth away? So don't they wish they had some Bitcoin and private keys? So also companies allocating some of their cash or diversifying some of their cash into Bitcoin. We've seen Tesla do that, Coinbase, Square, of course, MicroStrategy,
right.
And you're going to see some countries putting Bitcoin into their treasury.
Right.
We assume only 1%. So if you look at the building blocks, and then finally institutional, how much will institutional investors account for this? Well, we assume that institutional investors will put 2.5% of their allocation to Bitcoin.
Right.
And that isn't even as big as the global digital gold opportunity.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.